I've let you down for the last time. Please, baby.
Why are you dying?
He's gonna kill me because I didn't put on the gamer lights.
Oh.
What? Yeah, because of...
He hits me.
Oh.
He kept saying that at the bookstore yesterday, and I was like, one of these days someone's gonna fucking believe you.
I kept telling people I was battered and fried.
Okay.
Battered
Well,
husband.
this is a... Welcome to D&D, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today.
For this
we're
wholesome...
here to play this awesome
She beats
game.
me.
I don't beat you. Stop telling everyone that.
Stop telling people I'm dead.
So we here at the Capy Crew do not promote domestic violence.
Trigger warnings for today's
Yeah, but we
episode
do it
include.
anyway.
However, we do promote in safely letting out your aggression via cute cuddles and fun little pats.
Aggressive cuddles?
On the belly.
What about cute
The
aggression?
belly.
The way she's about to just like bum rush Rob real fast and just slap him.
I can't.
Also, if you have
address
someone that is bald near you, go ahead and give their head a
Smack
nice
it.
slap.
a schmack.
Smack. Yeah, lick it first. You gotta
You
lick
gotta
your
lick
hand.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Why'd that sound so bad when you did that?
I can't run and
The schmack belly, because
the muumuu that I'm wearing might give nipple slip on camera, and we can't do that.
I mean, we've already admitted
I know
to
your whole ass has been on the stream, Mander.
Yeah.
I'm aware, but
I
myself, unfortunately, do have a little bit of decorum.
That's a story I have
She's a
not heard yet.
lady. She's a lady.
Oh, there's pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's clips too.
I mean, I've worn skirts and dresses on
Whoa.
stream before,
I've
so
seen the cheerleader.
yeah. The cheerleader was cool. I think I still have that outfit, by the way, somewhere. I think it's in storage.
He actually has it on under his clothes.
Oh, I told you that in confidence.
Like,
Maybe I just like to look
Brought to
pretty
you by
after
Fanboy
D&D.
Hooters.
Trust no bing bong.
Trust no bing bong. Legitimately, silent bing bong, don't trust.
From up the Quincy Cobbler.
No bing bong.
All right.
Ready to do this shit?
Oh.
No.
I don't know. I don't know, but
I
we'll
actually-
find out.
Unfortunately, I do have to call out this week. I'm unable to play D&D tonight.
I'm actually
Yeah,
not
I'm
even
gonna be
here.
able to make it.
I'm not even.
I'm not even here. Please leave a message after.
Brittany is actually the only one playing tonight. She's gonna do a solo fight with a dragon, and good luck.
May the odds be ever in your
Bing
favor.
bong. May Mothman protect you.
So you have a new
Or
character
not.
then, right, Brittany?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
She
Damn, she knew.
Oh, she fucked up.
She said goodbye. Kira was fun. You got all those Fortnite skins for nothing, I guess. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Damn.
It's only gonna get worse.
But not even at the tip of the iceberg.
I hear there's some new content coming out for Artificers soon. Yeah,
Artificer.
Artificer, Artificer.
here's a new Everon expansion.
They have new horror
Oh, I got that
subclasses they're
email.
doing as well.
Yeah,
I don't know for what
Really
though. I didn't look into that.
it's called Chepeku. The fuck?
Huh?
CZEPEKU.
What in the chitty chitty bang bang?
Better.
Chepuku.
Titty bang.
Chitty chitty bang.
Chicago.
Chitty chitty bang bang, I love you.
Please,
We just started,
the
Skipper. You
ultimate
can't
class.
already be claiming attention. Come on. Go boy.
You ready, lore master?
Artificer. Artificer.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell us what happened last session.
I don't like the way you said that.
Tell everyone what you did.
Fess up.
Own it.
You committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Go ahead, Brittany. Talk about your shame. Hi, my name is Brittany.
And I fucked up.
Hi, Brittany.
Session 35. Starting the session, Kira was in an office space with Salvatore the Infernal Tycoon, who reveals that Salvatore has been watching the Capy Crew and wants them to give him everything he's been waiting to grab, Baldur's Gate. He also reveals that he represents the Cult of the Dragons, and he proposes a contract to Kira that she takes her time to review. The Capy Crew is sleeping while she's at this meeting. Hermes' dream is intruded upon by the old Great One, who gives him some insight. Great Old One?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who gives him
The
some
Great
insight.
of the Loom.
Fucking hate you.
That his travels moving forward will intersect with some people he's called friends. Through the recess of magic and of Waterdeep, the Great Old One has heard whispers of those once called friends that will hunt him down to gain favor with Vecna, Morgana Darkheart, Leanna Nightshade, Silas Blackthorn, Mortimer Darkwood, but a particular individual veiled in shadows. The last one has deemed Hermes his greatest rival. A storm is coming, and it's Hermes' future. It's Hermes' future. Returning to Kira's contract review, she decides to bring some information to Malgathor by casually placing her hand on her dagger to get his attention. With his eyes over her shoulder, she points out sections 2.2, 2.4, 3.3, all of section 4, but an emphasis on 4.4. Then, with confidence, Kira tells Salvatore that she isn't the right realtor to find him his summer home. At this, Salvatore ends the meeting. Solaris' Kira's senses begin to tingle, and he wakes up and sees a free-falling Kira and casts Featherfall to catch her before going back to sleep, and the party completes a long rest. Waking up, we decided to head east towards two areas. One, where Soraya thinks the heart of the forest is, and two, where the blight originates from. And the first step is to find the Guardian by looking at the heart of the forest. As they leave camp, Benjamin, the dung beetle, begins to pull on Soraya's ear, guiding her away to the west. The party sees more blight-affected animals as they make their way through the forest towards Benjamin's mother colony, to convince the Queen Mother to agree to fight against the cult with them. The beetles in this colony are varying in size, including huge, reaching the size of horses and rhinoceros. A humanoid beetle creature ended up being Queen Dexoroth, the mother, is sitting in the center of the room on a throne. She speaks to the party telepathically, welcoming them. And Soraya leads the conversation and ends up getting it to where the beetles will join in the fight against the cult by sending warrior beetles to the battle. We ask about the heart of the forest and the blight, and the Queen Mother tells us to find the guardian of the forest who can walk among the trees and not harm them. He is to the east, and Soraya expresses where she thinks the heart of the forest is, and the Queen does confirm that it is the correct location. The party comes across a crater valley that housed a once lovely grove that has been drained by the blight. There is a large amount of destruction with uprooted trees and decay. Soraya decides to pray to Shantea, but doesn't make a connection. So she turns her gaze over to Sylvanas. As she begins to think no deity would respond, a knot in a nearby tree takes on face-like features and presents themselves to Soraya. She explains the situation to him and asks for a nudge, push, shove in the right direction. Sylvanas points out reptilian, but not dragon tracks in the ground. When she looks back, Sylvanas is gone, and she explains the situation to the rest of the Capy Crew. We decide to follow the tracks that led us to a point where off in the distance, the Capy Crew sees 5 to 6 plumes of smoke rising above what's left of the forest, with voices up ahead. The party sends Kira ahead to sneak. Kira finds an encampment of cultists, made up of dragon wings, draconians, and a red dragon, and they are guarding a living tree in a cage. Using her cultist necklace, Kira casts message and asks the tree who he is. And he responds by saying, "I am the guardian of the high forest. Free me and destroy the cult." With an idea on how to release the guardian, Kira plans to head back to the Capy Crew. But as she goes to leave, the red dragon sets their eyes upon her. With the safety and health of the forest on the line, Kira runs into the camp and teleports herself and the guardian to the high forest grove. The waiting Capy Crew hears a loud crash to the north and a dragon's roar from the east. The boon was given to Benjamin.
Shame! 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 Hey, Matt, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Hold on, I'm turning my camera off because I need you to understand. Okay.
Watching it.
Hold on. I know. Hold on. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Kira gets away, and we all die. Brittany's the last player standing.
Shame. Shame.
Shame! Shame!
Anything else, Capy Crew?
I always wanted to die by dragon fire.
It's not fun. I've done it.
It's a red dragon too, so that's gonna be fun.
There hasn't been that many red dragons this
You know, Walter, it's been real nice being your twin, and you know, I just want to let everybody in the chat know, you know, sometimes you dedicate 3 years of your life to a D&D campaign, and it takes one moment to truly wreck your fucking timeline. And you know, if I die today, it wasn't worth it.
And let this be a wonderful metaphor to all of you that anything can come in and just fuck your timeline.
My character could
Prepare yourself
take
for
a
all.
leave any of you.
Ooh, you know what would really tug at the heartstrings?
No.
You know what would really hurt? One more good one. This is it. This is like the best one, and it's gonna get everybody. And I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Girl, watch your tits.
All the animals back at the Harper place that we were carrying around with us will not know where we went.
What if our next characters were those animals?
Oh,
I'll be
Levi
alright.
won't. Levi.
Walter, you're
Look what
Levi.
you've done.
And that's how the real campaign starts.
And it was all a dream.
We thought it was stopping Tiamat, but it's really the campaign of the aminals trying to find their owners. I'll be Orion.
Anyway, so I'm ready.
Here, I'll be the dung beetle.
Very well. Benjamin, that's
I'm gonna be the Dung Beetle Queen.
Sure.
Andrew, can you send me your stats?
Roll poop.
Roll for feces.
Roll for poop.
as the party would hear off to the north
No.
a big crash,
No.
and off to your east, the direction that the party was originally traveling,
No.
a roar that you would recognize belonging to a dragon. Soraya, Solaris, and Hermaeus. What would you like to do?
Jesus, take the wheel!
As you would hear a big crash off to the north.
I love that for me.
I think we should investigate.
No! Shut your mouth. Can I? Hold on. I'm gonna make an educated decision. Give me a sec. Man, they're on the map. We're the little thing. Okay. Can you mark where the camp is with Flaming Druid bitch? I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah, I can.
I'm doing my best
I
here.
can do that. You're good. You're good. Where Araya and the other two homeboys are at. I will flip it upside down for you.
Okay, and we're at the Grove.
You're over here. You're not too far from the Grove. You could get back to the Grove pretty easily.
No. Where were the beetles?
Oh, they're a lot farther that way.
Okay. All right. Okay. I say, big scary dragon. We go in a different direction, away from where everything is. Over the table. Just a thought. Any input? Capy Crew?
I was muted. Can you 10-9? Repeat.
Not 10-9. Get the fuck out of here. So, the little symbol is the camp. The
Right.
bugs are out more to the left on the map.
Right.
I say we go maybe away from all of that. So instead of going west and going south, because we're hearing a giant roar, so like, I'm not gonna fucking bullshit. We know what's coming, right? So
Literally.
I would like to not give any kind of inkling to the dragon to head in whatever fucking direction it thinks we went.
Right. So which way do we think the dragon is gonna go?
I think if it can smell us, we go north. Towards the mountains.
Yes.
Anyone know anything about drag? Like, well, I guess we wouldn't know that it is a red dragon. Dragons probably have a very high sense of smell, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They do sniff?
Yeah, I would say you guys would know that dragons have a pretty high perception, smell, sight. They're one of those kind of like creatures that like everyone's kind of told stories about as you grow up. So them having like really good abilities is not something that you wouldn't have never heard of, kind of deal. So
Right.
kind of like I'm trying to think of like an equivalent.
A bloodhound.
Or like everyone knows like about like hellhounds and like crossroad devils and stuff like that. Like stuff like that kind of like mythological stuff. Dragons kind of fall into that realm, but the only difference is in this world they're actually a thing. So, does that answer your question in a roundabout way, I think?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'd say let's go north then. Is that what we're saying? Or are we saying go south?
No, because south would be to the back to the camp.
Right. Okay, so yeah, let's go north. I agree.
King of the North.
King of the North.
King of the North.
Is Kira with us?
Kira is not with you at the moment.
Interesting.
Is there anything?
Hold on.
Oh, okay, very well. Hold on.
I'm D&D Beyond. I'm gonna say this right now. Is a pain in my fucking ass.
Was it being fucking lucky today?
It's not being fucky wucky. It's just finding information is so fucking annoying. Like, can we just make this more user friendly? Things.
Got you now.
And the fact that you got a tech savvy person saying, "Hey, this fucking blows."
Right.
Just a thought. Mander,
Yeah.
ever knowing multi-brained.
I have a hive mind. Fuck
Multi-brain.
yeah. Okay.
He's got two brains. It's one lobe. The other lobe are two separate brains.
Oh, I always thought you were talking about the other. Never mind.
Wait.
It's called getting head for a reason.
Hanging brain.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, what can I do for you, Carol? Now that my
Carol,
ego,
it's okay.
now that my ego has been properly inflated.
I thought you were gonna use a different word there.
There was one other word I went with, but I chose to back off real fast.
My mom warned me of these moments. You know, she tried.
She did. All of our parents
And
tried.
in the future, when inevitably I have kids, I'm gonna say, okay, let me explain to you what happens when you talk to strangers on the internet. Strangers, period. Just don't talk to anyone. Telepathy as a spell is the same as telepathy as a language? Question mark?
I believe so. I can double check for you. I don't think there's a difference. Because you have a spell, like telepathic bond, or...
No, bitch ass D&D Beyond is only showing me telepathy as a spell. It's not showing me as a language.
Oh, gotcha.
And then it referred me to the player's handbook, which I happen to have handy. And the only thing it's giving me is the spell as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure that I am doing these correctly for the
It should be pretty.
and not sticking my foot in my mouth.
It should be pretty similar. Obviously, the main difference being you don't have to use a spell slot, but.
Oh my God! There's a badger on the back of the book.
I believe your guys' telepathy language is 60 feet.
So the way that works, just wondering, is it like a 60 feet?
It is.
I can just project out like an alarm, or is it like a 60 feet? Because it's worded as into a direct target. So my assumption is to a direct target that I would need to know is there.
Yeah. If
Correct.
you're aware of their existence, then I would say yeah, it's a direct target. So
Okay.
target.
So over the table, I don't know if you can tell me this. Is she on the same plane of existence as us? The answer is no. Got it. Okay, so yeah, north. Let's go.
Let's go north. Said, let's go north.
Wait, she's not on the same plane of existence?
Go north. Let's go north.
How would you like to
Oh, I
discern if she's
fucked
on the
up.
same plane of
I've
existence?
fucked up. I
Okay.
really fucked up.
I'm gonna use my. I'm leaning towards nature because I feel like I can do something, and like as a druid, I can feel the shift in the atmosphere or some shit like that. Because she's from the Fey realm, so like ideally, like but I don't know if that would be Arcana of like, oh, well, like, do I sense a being that isn't? But then is that like playing too much into the spell of detect blah blah blah? Insert various category here.
Give me a nature check, actually. We'll play into that.
Sometimes I druid correctly. What the fuck is this cable? Oh my God. Did I set up my dice? No. I did not. I never claimed to be prepared for anything, and I also never claimed to be good at this game. What I am good at, Mander, as a matter of
I
fact,
really killed you.
is doing nature rolls. Okay, maybe I'm not good at doing nature rolls. It's a 12.
12. I'll say with a 12, as you crouch down there, towards some plants there, Soraya, as you're trying to like
Bland.
coax information out of them, with your druidic abilities. With the blight happening, it does kind of dampen your connection with this forest currently.
Damn. Lord.
But I'll say with a 12, you're able to discern kind of like through druidic, as the plants kind of like...
I do speak Twiggy.
You do. It's like they trace in your palm of your hand. It's kind of like almost like sign language into someone's palm, you know? As they tell you of there's part of the forest that's recently been disrupted by two creatures falling abruptly into it to the north as you're making your way that way. I'll say that you get that much with a 12. The plants aren't really able to give you too much more with the blight happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep northern. I'm gonna just.
I have a question. So, artificer, right? When you like create something, right? You put a little bit of yourself into it, right? So like whenever I infuse something, I have to put a little bit of my own essence and my own magic into it, right? So whether I attune to something or if I don't attune to something, there's an essence of me within that magical item because I made it magical with my own magic. So I should be able to kind of have like a little bit of a sense, obviously not a full sense like you would at attunement, but like a little bit of a sense of like if I can like feel the magic that I birthed, right? Like sensing like my child. Kira is technically carrying one of my children with the sword that has the fairy fire that I infused into it.
Okay.
So am I able to like feel like a little essence of me, like essence of my magic or something is like nearby in like a very like faint way? Because like it's obviously not like anything like crazy because I'm not attuned to it, but I did create it.
Right. I'll say either I'm gonna assume you're already proficient with Arcana.
I'm also proficient in it, yes, Arcana.
Okay. I'll say either do an Arcana check, or if you have like another spell or an ability you'd rather use, one of those routes. But if you want to do the Arcana check, I'd say that would work. Give you some options there instead of just do this check.
Can I Yeah, I think I might just have to do the Arcana check because the only thing that I can think of is like somehow using the fact that I can also cast Fairy Fire as a way to strengthen my ability to sense the weapon that has Fairy Fire infused, but I don't think that is going to work the way that I'm thinking. So I think I'm just gonna go with Arcana.
No, I'd say save the spell slot. Do the Arcana check.
I got 14 plus 8, so 22.
Oh, I was gonna math.
Do you want to do the math real quick, Carol? I didn't catch what he said there.
No.
Okay. 22 though.
22.
The 22. As with Soraya giving a little bit of guidance as you guys are making your way through this forest here, heading northward more and more. As at one point, Solaris, as you reach your hand out, kind of like trying to, like almost like a Jedi-esque sense, your own residue that you've left on the magical item that you've created for Kira there. I'll say with a 22, you do feel a slight tug on your fingers leading in the direction that you guys are going.
I'm gonna say that I think Kira's this way. I think we're 100% going the right way. I'm gonna keep going in the direction of the tugging.
Very well.
How do you think she ended up that way?
I'm sure there's gonna be one hell of a story.
I need someone at the table
Oh god.
to roll me 2d20s, please.
Ah, shit.
I'll do it.
Or if you want to spoil
Never
me,
do the random
that's
rolls.
fine too. But 2d20s.
No, because I'm doing the magic conch.
Ah,
All hail.
Magic
magic
conch.
conch.
I think I should sit out.
What'd you get?
I think I should.
No.
What'd you get?
I think I should sit out. I got a 6 and a 10.
Okay. Oh,
But I think as a druid,
the change in his face.
it's the confusion for me.
Give me a reroll. Give me a reroll there.
One die or two?
Both, please.
Okay. Hold on. We're changing die.
I don't like that roll. We redo. I don't. It opens doors I'm not trying to figure out right now.
What?
I can explain later.
All hail the magic conch.
I swear to God, if you roll the same thing. What'd you get?
I don't want to play D&D anymore.
What'd you get?
You know, I think we should play pretend dice.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
I think we should pretend that I rolled the best case scenario.
What'd you get?
A 5 and an 8.
Okay. All right.
Very well.
That's. How is that any better than 6 and 10?
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my dice back in the baggie, and I'm just not gonna volunteer.
Alright. As the party makes its way northward.
Soraya falls through a pit in the ground and dies at a stake.
The party heads northward. There. To the south of you, you hear as you continue northward.
I'm starting to regret my decisions mainly because I don't like your face right now. You got that face on right now that is the same face of KZ might quit the campaign today. It is very possible.
That could be okay. I have faith.
Okay.
Because you're about to fuck my shit up. I can tell.
I'm not gonna fuck your shit up.
Look me in the eyes and say that.
I'm not going to fuck your shit up more than I have to.
I guess we keep going north, huh?
Should I go?
I'm anxious now. I'm gonna have to take an early poop break.
I do have the alarm set for the break.
Thank you.
Anything else?
You want to bump it up a little bit?
Anything else this part of the Capy Crew would like to do as you continue northward? Or were you guys good?
Okay.
Do you have a direction that you're heading?
How long are we walking? Like how do we think, like, how long is it gonna be? Do we think that's gonna be like another few minutes? An hour maybe?
Not an hour. You're not walking for
Not an hour?
I'll tell you that much. Not an hour.
Okay.
Right now, you've only been walking like maybe 5 minutes.
Alright, then I'm good.
Okay. Just one
Continue.
minute. So we'll hop back to Kira. As you are currently hanging on to a branch of a tree, as the teleportation scroll you use there did teleport you. It did keep you in the high forest as you're kind of looking around. And on the ground you see a very, very large mobile tree as it's picking itself up off the ground there and standing up at its full height. About 15 feet tall. As it looks up to you. What would you like to do?
It what?
The tree's
Hold
looking
on.
at you.
Oh.
It is stood up and is staring at you, this very large tree.
Dare you say giving eyeballs?
I would dare to say giving. I not? Here's a tree. Yes.
How high up am I?
About 20 feet off the ground.
Again with the 20 feet. Why am I always 20 feet off the ground?
It's just the right number where if you fall, it's gonna hurt.
Hi, Kira.
At least it's not.
Kira just lets
It's
go.
not
I'm
like
kidding.
200 feet.
Kira, let's go. She said,
You
I
let go?
believe I could fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the tree if he can put me on the ground.
You're going to ask the tree if he can put you on the ground.
Yeah.
As he goes, I guess I can do that. As he reaches up and grabs you out of the tree. Do you resist?
Nope.
Very well. As he picks you up, puts you down on the ground. A little bit of a tight squeeze there from him, but not enough to break any bones or any of your equipment. As he places you on the ground there.
Great. Alright. I have to find my friends. I have to hide a 15-foot tree. Good news. Tree's no longer in their grasp. Do you have a name?
I do have a name. Vermthorn.
Thorn.
Vermthorn, yes.
Okay. Great. Guardian Vermthorn. How? Alright. I'm going to cast message. I'm going to point in the direction of where I think where I left the Capy Crew, because I know I teleported us back to the Grove.
Close.
And we
You're
left
not
the
at
Grove.
the Grove, but you're close.
So, but I might have the right direction to be like, okay, over there is so pointing in that direction. I could cast message towards. Oh, but they're not gonna be in my range. Never mind. What is my range on message?
120 feet.
Yeah, they're not within 120 feet of me. I'd be able to see them if they were 120 feet away. Fudge nuggets. Does the tree have a way to... I'm gonna ask Vermthorn if he has a way to sense my friends in the area. One's a druid, very naturey.
So he'll walk up to one of the nearby trees there and just kind of puts one of the branch hands. So his body is made of the trees. Puts a branch towards one of the trees.
Brands.
Brands. Ooh, yeah, there we go. He is going to attempt to see if he can. Oh. Okay. As the tree kind of shivers almost as he's holding it there in his hand. As at one point he lets go, as you can kind of see the trees above you, kind of almost like a wave in an ocean, come towards you guys and keep going. As there's no wind though to blow the branches above at this moment. As Vermthorn turns to you and goes, That way. As he points to the south.
Okay.
There are one druid, one of fire, a small creature, not of full wood, but some wood and metals of earth, and one
BP.
of arcane magics. That way.
That'd be them. Perfect. Are we safe here? Like, are you safe here? Like, what's... None of us are safe here.
As long as the cult is
My
in
bubble.
my forest, we are not safe.
We will do our dandiest to bring balance to your forest. I think that's the words. I'm not the druid.
What would you like to do, Kira?
I'm gonna leave. He's gonna stay.
Okay.
No. Yes.
Keep in mind this is a sentient creature that you've known for all of 5 minutes.
I know. I want to run south and grab my friends. But I need to come back to him. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna tell him everything. I'm gonna tell him that we came to the forest to help fix the balance. I'm gonna just verbal vomit at him. The whole shebang about how I've got a druid who needs to help, and we've got people, and but we need him because it's his forest, and that we totally respect that. But I gotta go get the druid because I don't know how to do this, and I'm just gonna at him and be like, but don't worry, I'm gonna be back with her and the rest of them, and just chill. And I'm gonna turn and just dash, run, and cunning action my way over to them.
As you run off, not even waiting for a chance for Brimthorn to respond to you there, as you give him diarrhea of the mouth from you, and bolt off into the distance there.
Ew. Diarrhea of the mouth.
Diarrhea of the mouth, yeah.
You didn't have to say it that way. You could just said word vomit, but that's fine. Diarrhea of the mouth is the choice that we have made for tonight.
Yep.
Oop.
You have an ungodly amount of movement you can do as you bolt through the forest there. So after, I'll say, a couple minutes more of the remainder of the main part of the Capy Crew making your way north, off to your north, you would hear the most ungodly noise as something ahead of you is barreling through the forest as fast as it fucking can. As Solaris, are you kind of keeping this check on your pull every once in a while, or was it just like a one and done for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. As you would start to feel that tug get stronger and stronger as the barreling gets closer and closer.
Guys, the tugging is getting stronger. Oh, it's getting stronger. Oh, it's getting. Oh God.
It almost burns at one point.
At what point? I guess eventually
You need a towel?
we're gonna hear it, aren't we? We're gonna hear it eventually, right?
Oh, you're hearing it as it's. There's like tree branches breaking. There's leaves flying through the air every once in a while.
Scatter?
Rats.
Yeah.
We're the rats.
I'm just gonna dart. I'm gonna dart to the side. I'm just gonna dive off to the side.
Something to hide.
I follow.
And just fucking hide behind like a fucking rock or a bush or something.
Very well.
Yeah.
Give me stealth rolls. for the party that's at the big
Oh
one.
no. Oh
Gonna
no.
see is a running cure going fuck, 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 fuck.
Keeps running southward.
I got a 14.
A 14.
No, you fucking didn't.
Twinsies?
Did you roll a 14?
I got a 13 plus 1.
I got a 16.
I got a 19.
I rolled 14, so I was like, what the fuck?
Kira, what is your passive perception?
I'm
Well,
No.
okay.
Passive
Well, I didn't know we were against that.
Yeah.
What's your passive?
Why didn't we even
What
roll?
was the
I
point
would
of
have
us
said
even rolling?
30.
What's your passive?
21.
I would have had to get a nat 20.
I mean, there's always the chance.
I would have had to get a nat 20. With,
A
by the way, I
nat
have
20.
disadvantage on stealth. Let's not forget that. So I'd have to get a nat 20 with disadvantage.
Nathaniel 20.
No.
Very well.
Nathaniel 20.
As Kira, you come barreling into this trunk of the forest here, as you see the twins kind of like trying to like hide behind a tree, but they're like doing one of these moments where they're back to back. They're like, you look one way, I look the other way. No one will ever jump us. As like
Standing as fucking still as we can.
as Hermaeus is there, and he has taken up some of the branches, and he has them kind of like up by him like this, as
That's
he's
so
like
unreal.
crouched down into a
Yeah.
bush there, and is just like he's like, I am bush.
That is very Hermy.
It's on my
As-
vision board.
Was BP gonna hide or no?
It's just me being in the middle of the trip.
I mean, BP could just be sitting right there, and, like
I mean, if we're failing it, let's fail
Yeah,
it.
literally BP's just like gonna just sit there.
as he just kind of stares
With
at you.
his
and just kinda-
deadpan stare.
Just in him lederhosen.
And his fucking chain.
Yep.
As you have found the
Hear a
rest of
little
the
clink
Capy
of
Crew.
metal when he hits his chest.
Fuck.
So Kira's gonna come to like some like skidding halt, like trying to stop on the twigs, branches, and whatever. And she's just gonna look around and be like, "The camp didn't go as planned. I saved the tree, but we gotta go."
No shit, Sherlock.
I think we heard the reason
Did
why.
you not hear the dragon?
Yeah, that's why it didn't go as planned. It saw me, so we gotta go.
Oh, great.
But I saved the tree. Come on.
So where? I guess the question is where. Yep, I think that's the end of my question. Where do we run to
North.
escape
Back to the tree.
a red dragon?
Back to
Okay.
Back
the
to the tree.
We'll run
Okay,
back to the tree and go from there.
Oh, well,
Back to the
Yes.
tree.
Going to
Do we
the-
still hear roars? Do we hear any?
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
I
Kira
fucking
ran.
knew it. I saw it in your eyes, Mander.
As
I
the-
He wanted to
fucking
reach for that
saw
one.
it
So
in your
I'm rolling over here every once in a while.
eyes.
As the roar is much louder.
Oh, fuck.
We need
Who's the
Y'all?
slowest?
mentally or physically.
Yes.
emotionally.
Emotionally.
Mentally, physically, BP?
I'm gonna grab
BP has kills.
BP's and run.
He's a
BP has movement though. He goes
BP
40.
Go.
BP
Oh, yeah, he fed.
can stay with
He got
you.
beat.
He has so much movement. I think he's one of the few characters that can keep up with Kira when she does all of her crazy shit without using spells.
Oh.
Which is wild. Because him just little
He's
Capy
got
Crew.
little legs.
What the
Just little
fuck?
legs.
Steel Defender for the
And
win.
his,
Wild
he
shit.
has one facial expression.
He runs like Mr. Krabs.
Oh, fucking
Oh, man.
Christ.
I've never been angrier that we don't have any animators in the front group. I would have died for a gift for that.
Um, party begins making their way north then?
Yeah, I think that's the best that we can do. Is just we're just gonna run north, and I think all of us have about the same whatchamacallit, run speed.
More like movement speed.
Yeah.
So
Neck and neck, baby.
let's just run and just keep our ears open, I guess.
Come on to the party. Roll me 2d20.
No.
I'm
not
sick and
Carol.
tired of you. Alright, we're changing dice again.
Oh, Carol's
Oh,
rolling again? We're trusting Carol to roll again?
Wait, is it everyone or just in general?
Just one person.
Not me.
One person.
Not
Roll me
me.
2d20.
I'll do it. Doot, doot. Do you want the sum of them or
Separate. please.
each individual?
Individual, yes. yes.
I got a 20, a nat 20, and a 6.
That will make a difference there.
Oh.
Pretty
As
interesting.
The party's running north here, as at one point, a little bit behind you guys, say no more than maybe like 300-400 feet, you would hear the beating of wings of a dragon.
No.
As if any of you were to turn, you would be able to see glimpses through the canopy of the forest. A red dragon.
Oh, we're cooked.
As you're going
I always
north,
wanted to be a hot dog.
Cooked.
it goes off to the west more, heading more northwest than north itself. As that nat 20 mattered there.
Woo!
As the party makes its way quickly as possible, heading
Yes.
northward.
Okay.
As at one point,
Ward.
you would come to the clearing that, Kira, you had left Vermthorn in, as we'll show him once more, because he's fun.
He's
That-
so cute. I fucking love him.
That is sitting in
He's a tree.
the forest there, as it's kind of like moving plants and that around, and making almost like a little
Okay.
path.
He's
Oh my
very
God,
judgy.
stop. Wait,
He's
no,
cute.
I'm attached. No.
He looks like he's very judgy.
You know who he looked like? That's what Rob looked like in the morning when he wakes up.
It is. the leaves and everything, because my hair's always fucked up.
That's what he looked like. When I go, babies, can you make me those?
Maybe those.
I look back at me.
She go baby Sakis.
Baby Sakis, I gotta go. I'm running late.
As that is waiting for you guys in the chunk of the forest here. It's not so much like a field or a clearing. There's a decent amount of tree coverage here. The blight is still present, but I will say you guys are a bit further from it as you are traveling northward.
I would like to walk up to it
You walk
and
up-
extend my hand out in greeting.
And behind her,
Okay.
I'm gonna be standing there going, Druid.
And say, hello, I am Soraya, and you are magnificent.
Thank you. I am Vermthorn. As they
Are you
extends
the
a little
famous spirit?
like branch out to you.
Oh my god, yes! I shake his little branch. Hopefully it's not his penis.
What is
Go,
a
go, go,
penis? As a
No.
tree, I don't have one.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, are you the famous forest spirit, protector, guardian?
Guardian of the High Forest. I am.
Yes. Okay, cool. So the dragon. Don't know where it went. Don't know what's happening. But we were supposed to rescue you and fix the forest. If that's still the case, I'm still game to do it with you. But I don't know if the dragon's gonna set it all ablaze. So you tell me the game plan.
Destroy them.
Happily.
That is the only way to stop the blight that they have brought to this forest. With their axes and saws and hammers as they bring down my woods.
I don't like that. It makes me unhappy.
We're eco-terrorists.
No. Yes. Yes.
The wizard in their midst
The wizard.
is
And
making
I-
this blight easier for them to have their fill of wood.
In my fill of wood.
Say,
What wizard?
I knew it.
carts it off.
What wizard?
Does he know the name of the wizard?
Did we know there was a wizard?
Army is the wizard.
There is a wizard.
Greatest whiz that ever was.
A man, human of sorts, with
Man.
bald head and tattoos that go
Oh.
up the sides of it, as he wears red robes.
Oh,
I remember
that fucker. Oh no.
As From Thorn describes
Oh.
to the Capy Crew, or Soraya and Solaris, you would recognize the description of Wrath Modar.
We should have killed him.
Kick his ass. We're
Is there a
gonna.
rock I can beat my head on?
There's many rocks. Pick a rock. There's trees, rocks, boulders.
I'll be your rock.
I'll be your rock.
Yeah, can I just go up to Soraya and just start like hitting my head on her shoulder?
I just picture
I'm
in
so
my head.
sick of this shit.
In my head, it looks like an episode of SpongeBob. That's all this campaign is at this point. It's just a really long episode of SpongeBob.
There is also a draconic creature that is in league with the dragon there. I
Oh,
have
no.
seen it ride it. It's not a dragonborn. It is some sort of half-dragon creature.
Creature, is it Puff the Magic Dragon?
I don't know what a puff is.
Okay, good. It's just some guy we're looking out for, you know. He got a debt to pay.
I see.
Mhm.
No, this is a red half-dragon of sorts.
Red half dragon. Red half dragon. Do we know a red half dragon? We've met a lot of half dragons.
You might be thinking of Cyanrath. He was blue, though.
Right, I was like, no, because I remember drawing a diaper on him when I was doing notes. I distinctly remember that he wasn't red.
He's not red. He's blue.
Wait, I still have my notes.
Is he
Where's
the one
mine?
who ran the bookshop?
I'm blue.
That was a dragonborn.
Oh, okay.
Anything else, Capy Crew?
So, now we just what? We just go and
Fuck these guys up.
so it's just a wizard and a dragon. What's the worst that can happen?
A lot of things.
It could be worse.
Could it?
It could.
Name one situation that we've been in where it was worse.
Not that we've been in, but that we could have been in.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so this
Two
is the worst
dragons?
that we're gonna go through is now.
Yeah, this is probably worst day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
Remember when we fought that lich? That was a pretty bad day.
Remember when you guys, I say you guys, when other people killed my snakes?
Hmm.
I remember.
I don't know.
I would like to roll a joint. And I'm going to produce flame. And I'm going to light said joint. And that is what I'm going to do on our little jaunt over to where yeah.
On the way, I'm gonna tell them that there are 10 creatures that were standing guard around the camp.
What kind of
With mo-
creatures?
There were dragon wings, and there were dragon wings.
If I do detect thoughts, can I look into her brain?
Technically, if she doesn't fight you on
Yeah.
the save.
I'll willingly fail.
I want to pick her brain. Literally and figuratively.
Suddenly, I think I should fight this.
Too late.
Too late.
Brain have been picked.
And Soraya turns into a mind flare.
Authority courses through your mind.
Authority. No, I just want to see if I can see what she's describing, because to Soraya, she's just describing everything we've ever seen up until this point.
Yeah, you'd be able to see the camp, the variety of draconians, cultists, the tent that was in the middle of this cleared out area, minus stumps from trees that the cult have been hacking down. You would see wagons loaded with the wood and being carted off into the distance pretty consistently there. You would see a cage, rod of iron there, holding Vermthorn in it, as well as you would see on the other side of this tent the red dragon.
Okay. Real quick, I would like to halt and do like a weird possessed child thing and be like, guys, hold on. Here's what it looked like. And like draw it in the dirt with a twig. I think we should game plan. Mander? Would you mind? The map, please.
The map?
The camp, please.
You want the camp?
Yes.
The camp.
I gotta scroll up.
Missing Vermthorn, but the cage is still there that would have housed him.
Oh.
Okay. So we'd be coming from the north, I'm assuming.
On the map, yeah. It's east, but on the map it's north, so.
East. Wait, so which direction are we coming from?
This one.
Because if the north is east, then we're coming from the right?
You'd be coming from the top. So just rotate it one to the left, and that's the direction. But this way, I don't have to have a very long, skinny map.
Okay. I think... Wait, is the dragon still there, though? Oh, well, no, because that's what I'm seeing in her head. Okay. So...
You would know the dragon's not there anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna smudge out the dragon. Smudge him out. Is he not there no more?
You're not there anymore.
Allegedly. That is... Okay. I think we should try and condense them all together and just AoE them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that sounds good. How?
Okay, I have a spell. Here's just an idea, right? We can obviously play with it. I have a spell that summons either a minor elemental or a general elemental. I could send little bait kid out into the camp and have him attract them as if he's like another, nature spirit or something, which technically he is. But like, have him be bait. And then once they're all surrounded, I could dismiss him, and then all of a sudden, we just...
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if that doesn't make them all like come towards it? Because like, what if some of them are ranged?
We could do...
And like, if a strange thing appeared, then they wouldn't necessarily go towards it. They might just stay where they are.
Right.
Vander,
But I don't know what they're
is
equipped
there...
I do got some like big AoE stuff, so we could literally just bomb the whole camp at that point.
Did my brain see what's on the other side of the camp? Like, looking across camp, what's
A
behind
very
it?
big field of stumps.
Super.
There's just what was left of the forest is gone. I'd say that, Kira, you've been around Soraya a decent amount, and you've traveled the worlds enough that you would be aware that that much of the forest to be gone, with Soraya probing your mind, that with that much of the forest gone, the cult has been here for about the 4 months that the druid said the blight started.
Blight's been infected. Alright, so there's no sneaking up from behind.
No. But like I said, I personally have some shit that we could bomb like half the fucking camp in one shit, and even if they don't congregate, you know what I mean? So that's an idea. We can also do a spread and attack situation where we kind of spread out a little bit and start attacking from like a wall, essentially, and just start pushing from either end.
What if we start a fire?
No.
A fire.
Well, how
A
controlled is
tiny
it?
fire. Just simply setting that main tent
Ablaze.
ablaze. They'll congregate, try to put it out, because like, what range thing are they going to be able to do with that? And like, you have create water, I believe. Right?
Fireball.
Yeah.
So like,
You
If
can
it
make.
really
I
gets
also
into
still
it.
have Maelstrom, so I could literally just douse it if I need to.
right.
You
so
can make the fire, and I can use Gust to blow the fire into the. I don't know,
Into something.
like to kind of like gently like fan the flames, so that they
Right.
kind of brush up and catch the tent on fire. That might put everybody in a. much
Can
more
I have someone at the table roll me 2d20?
I'll do it again. $19 and $8.
okay.
Could be worse.
Off in the distance, the party would hear.
Oh, come on.
How far in the distance?
No takesies, backsies.
I'd say passively, probably like 5 miles off in the distance there. It's like, as you're kind of like looking that way, you don't see the dragon, but you definitely heard him. As they are actively looking for you guys currently.
Okay.
I'll say that you guys would recognize the dragon kind of moving throughout the forest as it's looking for you. How much it's moving around. You're getting lucky. Getting real lucky. Go ahead into the camp then.
Did we
I'm
decide if we're
good
doing a
for-
wall or not?
Well, I'm good for the tent distraction. Do we want to do the tent and the spread, or do we want to just come in all together and kind of watch each other's backs kind of situation?
I mean, the three, there's really like here, here and here, like these like in between spaces aren't very good as learning from experience. So like I'd focus there if we're gonna spread out. Or if we're gonna all stick together.
So my firebolt has a range of 120 feet. So I don't have to get terribly close. Or I can try sneaking around the back of the tent and try to light it a little bit more discreetly, but I don't think that's gonna be
You're not
the
sneaky.
most. Yeah. My dex, my stealth is disadvantaged, so like it ain't happening. But like that's the only other option that I have for setting things ablaze.
Hold on. Mander, before you go throwing us into the flames, literally and figuratively, can you go through the different plants that I have real quick? Because if I have something that might help in the situation, I'd rather use it.
Yeah. Take a quick
Let me know when you're ready, because I have quite a plethora here.
My guides to plants in D&D. What you got?
Plants. Okay. Weave grass.
Weave grass. There it is. Plant of choice for making cloaks of elven kind. So you kind of like use it in the making of the cloak.
Okay. Dreamleaf? I think it's like a sleeping one, right?
Dreamleaf, the main ingredient of essence of ether, poison. Ether. It's an inhaled poison that can cause a creature must make a DC 15 con saving throw or become poisoned for 8 hours. The poisoned creature is unconscious. The creature wakes up though if it takes any damage or if another creature takes an action to wake it up. Makes like a 5-foot cube. Dissipates immediately afterward, so it's a one and done.
I mean, we can gas them. I have a shit ton of that.
You would have to take the time to make the potion too, just so you
Oh,
know.
okay.
If you're gonna do like the cloudburst thing.
Right.
Is that the sleepy mushroom spores?
I don't think I have anything that makes you... Mindthorn?
Mindthorn, the main ingredient of the truth serum poison. To make them tell the truth to you.
Okay, right. Zap Thistle, I think, does... lightning
Zap
damage?
Thistle, the plant brewed into a potion of potion of resistance, specifically lightning, is for Zap Thistle.
Hold on. One more. No, because the last one I do have the note for, and it just does fairy fire. All right, I tried.
Wait.
I thought you had sleepy mushroom spores.
No.
From
No,
Prismere?
Oh, is that what the weird mushroom cap is? Sorry. I don't want to use that. Mainly because I only have one of it. Walter, what were you thinking?
Okay, so... Okay. I have... So, like, if we wanted to be... Like, if I... Like, if we... Like... Okay. I have this thing called Alter Self. Okay. I'm looking up what Alter Self is because I just remembered the item that I have in the So I transfer my appearance. I get to decide what I look like, everything like that. My voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics. Everything stays the same. Yeah, so I'm assuming like the only issue would be the clothes.
Can I give him my necklace?
Because I could casually walk through, and because the issue that I'm having with using Firebolt is I don't want them to see the direction in which the Firebolt came from. I'd rather them think like, oh, something just caught this fire, like, but we don't know where it came from. I don't want them to know where the source of the fire came from, because that's ultimately what's going to make investigate the tent. So if I alter self, find my way around the tent, which I wouldn't have to be sneaky because I'd just be alter self. I'd just look like a cultist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could just like, you know, really sneakily like, boom, right there. And then when they start freaking out, bada bing, bada boom.
That's a good plan. I like this plan.
Sure.
Could I give him
Does
my
anyone
necklace?
Does anyone else have like a fire thing that they like fire relate? Do we have anything that could make a fire? Like a flint and steel,
You should all have
a
tinderboxes.
lighter.
I have
I
Firethorn,
can
but I
make
think I have
you
to do something.
resistant to fire damage.
So
I might.
if I think I have a tinderbox. I
You should.
definitely have a tinderbox.
Everyone should have a
Oh.
tinderbox.
I-
It's pretty standard.
Yeah, I have a tinderbox
Okay, so what if I cast
and a torch. I
What
can
if,
throw a torch.
so okay, so if I give you my item that has alter self that allows you to cast it, because it doesn't say like I don't think anything ever wait, pause. Let me
Correct
make
me,
sure I don't have to do this shit. Because it's a lexicon. So like I feel like that's like a scroll almost that just like has like 5 things on it. It's the Forsaken Lexicon of Honor. It doesn't say that I have to be attuned to it. It just says cast one of each of the following: Alarm, Mage Armor, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Counterspell, and Alter Self. And it's custom, so I don't know.
Oh, it's a book. The spell scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
You don't be able to
right.
it. You just,
So I don't have to attune to it.
you just tear the,
Perfect.
tear,
So
tear
I
the
could
page
give
out of the
this
book,
to Kira.
uses the spell. Spell's out of the book then.
Why?
Perfect.
Why would? Wait. Why would I?
Because you have a tinderbox, so you can set the flame, right? And then so you can go. You'll alter self. You'll turn into a cultist. You have the stealth advantage because of you. So you'll be able to stealthily get behind the tent without them thinking that you're suspicious. Whereas like I would have a disadvantage at doing that. And you also have a tinder, so you could just light the blaze, and then you could use your cunning action and dash or whatever to just yeet the fuck out of there before they even realize that you were the one that set it. So you're kind of the perfect candidate to just run and do this and just get out.
Okay.
So you're kind of up to the plate again, because I have disadvantage. Unless, I guess, like, Soraya, if you wanted to wild shape into something, go behind the tent, and then do it that way, that is an alternate way of doing things. Or if Hermie, you have another way of getting behind the tent. But those are the options that I've come up with.
I have disadvantage on stealth, so I am also.
That.
Would I be able to? Okay,
Just the face.
I'm trying to think of how it like because I could wild shape and like into something not blue, normal colored, and I could either skimper across over there just very casually like a squirrel or some shit like that, or I could turn into like a bird and just like casually drop a torch. You know what I mean? Like I could. Man, just stop rolling. We're having a conversation and it's rude.
He said,
Don't
God
wiggle your
damn it.
eyebrow.
2d20s.
No. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
Either we're trying. Okay, I need you to understand how this feels. All right. I understand that you're trying to keep up with the standard of time over here, and I understand that the more we discuss things, the longer it's gonna take. But realistically, all right, we're over the table talking. Okay, we're just trying to make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's and looping our P's or whatever the fuck it is. Okay, and I think that you sitting there making little wiggly eyebrow shit is so rude.
I got an 18 and a 16.
Very well.
That's good.
Anyway, I could try to do that. That's also an option. But I think the stealthy person going and doing it is better because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not stealthy as fuck. Like if I try to do that and I try to get away with it, I'm gonna get fucking shot down. I'm gonna get fucking hell good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, not a
I'll do
good
it.
verb.
If that's the only choice, I'll do it. But I don't want to do it because I know I'm gonna get fucking got.
I don't see another instance where we're going to necessarily need to use. Wait a minute. Damn it.
Who are you?
Kara, aren't you a changeling?
Me?
No,
Oh.
that's Rev.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Work. Yeah, continue. Alter self. I guess I'm gonna.
For what it's worth, I've had a couple moments like where I was like, "Oh, I'll just put on my gear and I'll just become a cultist." Like,
I sat there and I was like, wait a minute. Why do we need to use alter self? He's a change. Nope. Not you. Okay, so then yeah, I guess do we want to do that plan then?
we can.
I guess so.
All right, so I'm going. If I tear out the page that casts the spell. Okay, so I'm going to open the book and show it to Kira, and I'm gonna be like, "Here's alter self right here." So just specify. Let's see what it says. It says, "You transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any." So, like if you want to give yourself like a scar. You also can't appear as a creature of a different size than you, or your basic shape stays the same. Like if you're bipedal, you remain bipedal. At any time for the duration of the spell, you can use your action to change your appearance this way again. As natural weapons, you grow claws, fangs, spikes, horns, and different natural weapon of your choice. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but like, there you go.
Natural weapon.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, it's you just, I guess, like, you just say, I want to look like a cultist. I don't know how you'd word it.
You'd have to specify what kind of cult.
Mander, what are they?
They're the
What is
cult.
this one?
They're the cult of the dragon. I'll say that you
No,
would.
this one.
It's a human. I will
Just
say
with a
alter
mask
self.
on?
Alter self does not change clothing. So you can change your appearance and you can appear humanoid, as there are no Shatterkai. I'll say that you would have seen in their ranks. So you could change yourself into like a half elf, a human, stuff like that. But it would
Don't we
not
have
change your clothing.
I feel like
cultish?
someone. Yeah.
Rev does, but
Do I have it? Am I just dense?
was it Baranus?
I have a silver
Baranus
dragon.
seemed to have a lot of.
Do you
A
have
lot
the
of cool stuff.
who has the cool stuff up?
Oh,
Probably one of
Brandon
them.
might.
The dudes that
I'm
left.
wondering if it was.
Remy has the
Baranus.
dragon flag.
I
What
have-
if I?
Yes, I do.
You know what's a creature? You know what? Oh man, you know what's a creature and might help in the whole nonsense of being, you know, sneaky? Kobolds.
You gonna turn into
My-
another salamander again? Giant salamander? Try and make your way through.
It might help if we don't have a uniform. I could be like, I'm a new kobold. Big
Well,
and
what about just
small.
regular traveling clothes? Like, I've got a cloak. I've got.
You could make a performance
if
check
I-
and try to make your way through without drawing attention. I'll say you could do
Well,
that.
here is my thought. If I go along the outside of the tents, over here. If I I know the map has there's a little gap between the edge of the map and these tents. If I can sneak through that little gap, because I'm sure there's more space behind those than what's actually there. It's just the edge of the map. And I just kind of move my way around. If somebody sees me, I'm just a dude taking a piss. That's why I'm behind the tents. And then I just keep making my way. And then I'm gonna go light the big tent on fire. What do you guys think? Unless we want unless we want to ride a wild shape. I'm fine with that option. I know we were leaning towards me.
It was more if we weren't confident. If you're confident that you can pull it off, by all means go for it. I would rather save the wild shape for a quick getaway.
Is there a cloak that shows a rank of any type?
The armor looks better. I'll say that you guys would have noticed as you've seen higher level cultists. These guys all kind of wear the same like leather armor, a mask. It's just the quality improved. So instead of it being like normal leather, this guy might be wearing like padded leather or studded leather.
Right.
Like the leather the armor quality improves. The uniform stays the same though.
Red leather, yellow leather.
And yeah, I think I'm good with full sending.
Yeah. I'll save the wild shape for quick escape.
Are we bringing Vermthorn with us?
We have him on stage just
He is
in case.
15 feet tall, just so you guys are aware.
He's very large.
Large boy.
He's very large.
I love him.
How far away is he?
He's with you guys. He never walked
Okay.
off. He's been
So how-
standing over you guys going,
How far away
dragon.
are we from the camp?
say maybe like a 15-minute little jaunt
Okay.
ish. Determine how quietly you're trying to go and how quickly you're trying to go. Obviously, if you want to
I
go
think-
quieter, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but I wouldn't worry too much.
Right.
I
You guys
think he
can-
should sneaky snake his way over there.
You guys have been there before. He is not very dexy. I say that with a little bit of time that you guys have been around him, he's not a dexy boy.
Can I teleport him?
15 feet
Would he
tall.
fit?
Crazy.
Can you teleport a tree through a tree?
Wow.
Don't know how to answer.
That's uh-oh.
We're being
You made him take off his
expedient.
glasses.
Can you teleport a tree through a tree? What's the verbiage of the spell? Is it just you have to enter it?
I think you should just let me do it. I think you should be nice to me for once.
Is that the verbiage, or is it actually state a creature?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Can you be patient? Jesus Christ.
I'm scream from the top of my lungs.
This spell creates a magical link between a large or a larger inanimate plant within range within range and another plant at any distance on the same plane of existence. You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before. For the duration, any creature can step into the target plant and exit from the destination plant by using a 5 feet movement. So technically.
You're good to go. Doesn't specify creature size. You could do it.
I have a question.
Okay. Listen here, Mr.
Since
Tree
he's a
Guardian.
plant, could he be the the portal?
No, he's a creature.
Would he die? Okay.
You can't do him. You can't do him. You could do any other plant, though. That's not him or like him.
Okay.
Every other plant
I'm just.
is fair game.
We're gonna do it, but here's how we're gonna do it. Okay, Mander, lock in with me. Hold on, I'm turning my camera back on. We're locking in. You and I, listen, we're locking in, Mander. Okay? Are you locked in? Stop laughing.
I'm following your lead. Let's go, red leader.
Okay. This is how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna say here, Mr. Tree Man. I'm gonna open up a thing. You're gonna go through the thing, and then you're gonna go through the thing, and then you're gonna look for the fire druid, and you're gonna say who you are. They're very nice. They're very friendly, and then you're gonna hang out with them.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Cool. Mander, over the table. This is where we. Okay. Check in with me. You're gonna go through a tree to go to the place to go with the people. And then I'm gonna do a druid thing. Hear me out, okay? It's called natural recovery. While Kira goes and does the sneaky snake shit that she does, I'm gonna go and do natural recovery. And I'm gonna take a short rest, and I'm going to recover an expended spell slot.
Okay. You say a short rest. Do you actually have to burn an hour? Does it say you?
It just says once per long rest during a short rest, you choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slot can have a combined level of up to 6, and none of the spell slots can be 6th level or higher, which is perfect because it would be my 5th level spell since that's the one I'm using for plant teleportation.
Okay. It would lock you up.
Do you see?
Yeah, I'm tracking. It would lock you up for a little bit of time, but
if she's being sneaky and she's being diligent, it's gonna take a little bit for her to.
This could work.
So I do the thing. He goes through the tree, and then I go home, and then I just commune with nature.
Are you gonna do that here, or are you gonna go closer to the camp?
No, I'm doing that where I am.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Okay. You guys aren't
Fuck
too
that
far.
noise.
So I would say that.
I'm not trying to get caught meditating in the middle of a fight. Fuck.
Okay. But so we're sending.
Alright, I locked in.
So you open this portal up. One of the trees nearby, as you touch it, kind of like opens into like an
Bless you.
archway of sorts with
I only got one.
some druidic text over it with the spell that you're casting there as Vernthorn goes through this portal as this is the weirdest shit in the world, sending a tree through a tree. As he'll go through the other side as the portal will close if no one else is going to use it. As you will begin your druidic powwow of sorts. As we're sending Kira to go back to the camp again.
Yep.
Is anyone going with
Gents,
Kira?
that's how you druid.
Does anyone have a book on them?
Me.
Yeah?
What do you need it for?
Okay.
Are we burning books?
No, but it is gonna have to be a book that you don't care about.
Okay. Hold on, I might. I mean, I said, yes.
I have an idea of what you're doing.
I have a book.
I could be wrong.
I also
You have a
a
book?
but I kind of want to keep my book, so you do that.
If you're willing to part with that book, can I have that book?
Yes, you may.
Thank you so much. So Kira, so you said that we're about 15 minutes out.
Determine how sneaky you want to be and whatnot. But yeah, if you want to just walk there,
Right.
15 minutes.
And then how long is Soraya short resting to do her?
Technically,
I guess I should be on.
About 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. 15.
I do the 30
15,
minutes at the least.
Which would be 30. Okay.
If you're missing hit points, you could regain hit.
I don't think I can do it in time. So together that would just be 30 minutes regardless because it would be happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So no, never mind. Continue.
Sure.
So yeah, I guess Kira, just get ready to tear out that page whenever you're ready.
Right, I will switch into I'll switch into like a half elf.
Half elf? Okay. Any
Yep.
certain way you want to look? Certain descriptions towards your appearance now? Certain hairstyle, coloring, anything like that? Noticeable features?
I'm gonna do like I'm going to go male, since they all seem to be male. I haven't heard of any female cultists over there. So I'll go male. I want to be forgettable, like just the most basic looking dude.
Going new game, start new game. I'm not even gonna change my race or anything. Generic starting character. Okay.
Make me forgettable. And then I'm gonna just keep my cloak on to try to cover me. But I'm gonna put my cultist necklace out.
Okay. You have the cultist necklace out. Very well. That all?
Same. Is this the same rules apply? I can pick anywhere in the top row to start.
Anywhere on the top you want to pick.
All the way to the right.
All the way.
Oh shit.
Very well. Kira makes her way off as the remaining of the Capy Crew hunker down. Can I have someone?
I'm getting indigestion.
Roll me 2d20.
No.
Romance, you've been on a roll for the 2d20s.
Yeah, let me hit. Let's keep.
Let me have that shit.
He said, "Let me hit it."
No. I only hit it from the back. I got a 7 and a nat 20.
Fucking Christ. As once more, very quiet now, not as loud as you've been hearing it up to this point. You would hear the dragon roaring off in the distance, but it's so quiet. It's like the dragon's just going further and further. Oh, it's funny as fuck. I love that it's working out for you guys. As Kira, you are approaching the camp there, coming from that cut there with your newfound appearance at one point applied to you. You have 1 hour that you have this available to you.
What
Hood up.
does that tent, that first tent, does it have an open flap or something? Can I see inside that tent?
Give me a perception check as you're making your way into the camp.
7. Plus, I'm gonna use my passive perception, 21.
You'll be able to see a little bit into it there. A very basic tent. You can see 2 cots. That's about really it that's in there. Very minimalistic.
None of those cots had armor on it.
Not that you can see.
Cool. All right. Then I'm gonna sneak behind it. I'm gonna.
A stealth check.
I want to. Yeah.
As you attempt to make your way past the cultist forces here.
Stealth.
You are having to beat everyone's passives here.
19.
These guys, just because they are still here. A 19. You make your way into the camp here to start with. These first set of draconians and cultists here, not paying really any mind to you as they're like loading the carts there, doing generic guard detail and such. As you have made your way into the camp and are successful at making it to this first tent. What would you have to do next?
I want to make my way down to here. So I'm gonna keep sneaking.
Going down the side of it.
Yep, so like...
Are you going to that last tent here, or are you trying to make that bend here?
I'll try to make the bend.
Make the bend? Alright, go ahead and give me another stealth check then, as you're traveling a decent amount of distance there.
Just around the river bend.
I will fucking sneak as much as I fucking can.
30?
30.
Right? 12, 18, 30, yeah.
Well, as you continue making your way, as you are successful at darting behind this, I'll say that as you're going through, seeing these other tents down the line are all in a similar fashion, as you can see from the sides into them as you're going down. Simple cots in there, no armor or anything like that. As I'll say, the camp is a bit more lively at this point than the last time you were here.
Okay.
What would you like to do now?
I want to... make my way to...
Make him away.
So you're looking to get past this gap here. Give me another stealth check.
$27.
27. Very nice. As you're able to get here, as you're pushing yourself up against the tent as much as you can, so that way these cultists over on this side don't notice you sitting there. As much as you can, as you cut across, avoiding the eyes of these to the north of the map side. As you would hear on the inside of it, no noise at the current moment other than like the occasional little poppings of some sort of fire inside of there.
What is the tent made out of?
Oh, kind of your generic like animal hide. Bit like a treated
Okay.
animal hide of sorts.
Okay, perfect. I am going to take out my tinderbox and the torch, and I'm going to light the torch on fire and start the fire on the tent.
So you sit there, say with your previous stealth roll, you start to light the torch there. It doesn't take you long with the tinderbox and that. As you start to kind of just roll the torch's lit end on the back of this tent here, as bits of it start to smoke and take to the flame as it licks at it. As over a bit of time here, as you're trying to get the catch, you do get part of it to slowly start to burn more and more.
And with that being on fire, I'm going to keep hold of the torch I'm going to run back over here.
You're gonna run back?
Yep. But I want to go to this first tent. Yep. And I want to drop the torch there to catch that tent.
Okay.
And then let that simmer because it took a little bit of time for the other one to catch. I'm now going to start making my way back up.
As you're sitting there trying to get this tent here to catch flame,
Whether that one catches or not, I don't particularly care. I'm leaving the torch there
right.
for it to catch that tent on fire.
But as you were
If
running,
it doesn't catch, that's fine.
right, as you go there and you're go put it down, I'll say that you do notice that this draconian creature to the north looks in your direction as you went and ran across the opening there.
Shit.
As he'll start to make his way down. He calls out in Draconic. Do you know Draconic?
I do.
He'll start to call out, kind of in a gruff voice, and goes, "Oi, what you doing?"
Pooping, say pooping.
Taking a piss. But of course not in my voice, then like a
Taking a piss.
yeah, that.
Your choice: deception or persuasion.
If I have a green A next to it, does that mean I have advantage?
Correct.
Okay.
If you click on the A, it will tell you why you have advantage, because sometimes there's a reason why you have the advantage.
Oh. Oh. My necklace. Cool.
I believe it gives you advantage with Draconic Kin.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Draconic Kin. You would have advantage.
Yes. Love it. Alright. I will go with deception.
Deception. Very well.
Nat 20.
So, as you say to this copper dragon-like creature there, taking a piss, as he like stops at this fire there and just goes, "Why are you pissing on the tent? Piss in the woods. Fucking idiots." He starts to make his way back. He did not very
When
well
in
right
doubt,
now.
poop or piss it out.
Piss it out.
They're not very smart either.
Do you see how Soraya gets away with so much shit? The second people involve piss or poop, it's just like immediately easy win. Like there's no doubt about it. Everybody shits, dude.
I peed the tent away.
Peed the tent away, apparently. Come back, tent. There we go. I just wanted to light it on fire. Boop. Put the fire right there, I guess. As the tents begin to catch fire there, dropping your torch as you have a moment of saying that I'm just taking a piss. Moving onward.
Yep.
Where would you like to proceed?
I'm
my
going
God.
to...
That creature's gonna think that you just pissed fire on that tent.
I've been waiting for somebody to say it.
It's the chlamydia.
Jesus Christ.
I was given the ammo. I just took it. What you doing there?
I'm gonna
Kira.
stealth my way up now.
Ah, there we go. Roll me a stealth check as you make your way out.
Twenty-two.
22. As you make your way up and up here, as you continue on, are you attempting to stay here or leave?
Where's everyone else?
They're back where you left them, as far as you're aware.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
All right, give me one last stealth check or performance check as you attempt to leave the camp without drawing any attention to yourself.
Um, 23.
23. Miss Kira, you are successful at making your way up and out of the camp. Very nice. Remaining Capy Crew, is there anything you would like to do while you're waiting for Kira's return? You do have a bit of time.
So how much time would you say I have?
Say that would have taken...
At least 30 minutes
15
travel.
there. Yeah, 15 minutes back.
Say you have an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, for her to get all the way back, about an hour.
Perfect. So the moment Kira starts sneaking off, I am going to take out the book that Hermie gave me. And I am going to inscribe a glyph on the inside of it. Yeah, you knew. You knew it. Look at you.
The moment you said a book, I was like, ah, some tricks don't die. All right. Booklet.
Some things never change. Let's see.
I will say I did steal this move from you when I was when I had a session that I was a player, so it's a good move.
Did you credit him?
I did credit him to the in-person group. I went, hey, we're gonna do a Walter move real fast.
All right. Don't make me call his lawyer.
I gave him the royalties. Don't you worry. You got the royalties.
I'm gonna do explosive ruins. Ruins.
Explosive totem.
And we are going to do
20-foot radius.
here's the thing.
5d8 of your choice. Oof.
I think we're going to do lightning.
Okay.
Because they're wearing metal armor. That's what but yeah, I'm gonna start working on my glyph and putting in the lightning explosive glyph into 8.
Very well. Sarai, you're doing your short rest as well as your druidic namaste.
Yes, sir.
Hermaeus, is there anything you'd like to do? You were muted, by the way. It looked like you said nothing, but that's what make sure, just in case there was something you wanted.
I'm just chilling.
You're just big,
These babies.
big chill in there. Very well. As
I'm just
the
waiting.
course of the hour comes up, as at one point Kira does rejoin the party, as you see her come out of the bushes in the tree line, and that as like her ears are going back to their original coloring at the tips of her ears, her nose kind of shifts back to its original size. Hair coloring kind of elongating, going back to its black and white coloring even then at that point, as she returns to the Kira that you've known all this time.
Ta-da-da.
Very nice. Sneak in, sneak out. Got some good shit. What is up next for you, Capy Crew?
So now I guess we need to get in view sight of camp. We can kind of see what develops from there, because like they're gonna see the fire and they're gonna start doing something about it. And then once they group up, that's when we need to be ready to hit.
Party's making its way back to the camp now. Is my understanding there?
Making my way.
I think. Yes.
Are you approaching stealthily, or are you just making your way through the woods?
Making a way?
Stealth sounds scary right now. It could go terribly wrong. If we just go, we just go.
What if I helped Solaris be stealthy?
What if I polymorph Solaris into a flea?
What
and
is
I put
resistance?
the flea in my pocket.
Half damage.
Okay.
You want to polymorph Solaris into a flea?
Tiny little flea. I'll put that flea in a box. And I'll put that box inside.
Another box.
I find it
Another box to
amusing
myself.
that
I'll smash it.
Solaris hates bugs, and you want to turn him into a bug.
fucking flea.
I couldn't think of anything else in the moment. I'm sorry.
Literally anything.
A mouse?
You wanna be a little chipmunk?
Yeah.
Doesn't that last for an hour?
Unless
Oh.
I either boop him or dispel it, I think. Hold on. Hold on. We can make this happen. We can make it work. Transformation lasts the duration or until the target drops to hero zip points. Zip points?
Zip points.
Hit points and dies.
Zip points.
Sometimes you just gotta be zippy.
Zip, 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 zip. Zip points.
Hold on. O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Yow.
Yow.
Bow wow.
Oh, chicka bow wow.
Bow wow. I hate that bow chicka wow wow crap.
I think.
What is it from?
Alvin and the Chipmunks is where I got
It says it
from.
has to do with concentration. So if I stop concentrating on it, then it just oops, I guess.
But will that possibly take an action to unconcentrate?
You can just
No?
drop the
Okay.
concentration.
Okay.
She would have to do it on her turn if you're in combat, but if you're not in combat, she could just be like, I don't want to concentrate on the spell anymore.
Right.
Which I don't care either way.
Yeah, I'll be chipmunk.
You wanna be a red chipmunk?
Yeah. Like a ginger chipmunk.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What'd your party do? They did this. Alright.
Man, every fucking session we have these kind of conversations, you and I.
I know. I mean,
Okay. Are we surprised anymore at this point?
no. It's just always fun. I enjoy it.
So I turn him into an orange chipmunk.
An orange chipmunk you are now. Squeak, squeaker, squeak,
Yay.
squeaker. Squeaker.
Squeak, squeaking, squeak. Squeak.
Oh, fucking Christ. What's next?
I didn't get this far.
I didn't
Oh,
either.
sorry. Squeak, squeak.
Squeaking.
Are we stealthing away then?
You're sitting in Soraya's pocket, right? Is that what I heard the part of the conversation there? And you're gonna stealth up. And then Kira, you wanna help with some stealthiness?
Yeah.
How so?
similar to like when we were going through the forest a couple sessions ago, where like people watched where I stepped and how I stepped and what I did. That helped them.
Okay.
I think it was Hermie who did that to watch me.
Okay.
If they did that again, they could be stealthy by knowing where I stepped and like kind of where I leaned.
Roll me 2d20.
Okay.
See how lucky you are.
13, 17?
13 and 17, very well. So with that, you are able to grant Hermes advantage with the stealth check, which would cancel out his disadvantage then at that point. BP is gonna go. Hermes has got his fix. Soraya, anything else for you before the party makes their check?
No.
Nothing else? Hermes or Kira? Very well.
Where are we going?
To the camp.
I didn't know if we knew where at the camp we were going yet.
Let's see if you guys can get there first.
Here.
Stealth checks, please, for the party, as you attempt to make your
myself.
way back to the cultist camp once more with vigor.
Solaris is in my pocket, yes?
He is. He does not need to make a check.
Precious baby.
He is exempt from having to do this stealth check. You're a chipmunk.
EP got a 23.
Fucking Christ, bro. He's not even like a rogue or anything, but he does all these ungodly checks.
And I don't know what to tell you.
It's just fucking. Oh Christ! What did everyone else get?
24.
24. BP almost
I got
beat
a nat 20 plus 2. 20.
22. Holy shit!
I'm rolling hella nat 20s.
Soraya.
Wow.
You can use your
Just
boon.
kidding, 18.
Okay, I was gonna say you can use your boon in the party boon because this is a party check technically.
Oh.
Can I give guidance since I'm like in her pocket? Or is it because I'm polymorphed I can't do anything? Am I just a chipmunk?
You're just a chipmunk at the moment.
Yeah, you only
Word.
keep your, I think it's your traits.
In that case, then can I just squeak? Thank you.
Quietly
Perfect.
squeak as much as you can. Jesus.
I feel empowered by the squeak.
Very good check. So as that party does make its way up. So you guys are making your way away from where you were to where you're gonna go. Hermes, would you like to keep rolling the two d20s that I've been having the party roll? Regarding a lovely large lizard that is currently searching for you guys?
Okay. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Let's see how fast he's on your guys' ass.
Oof. Can I use a party boon?
Not for this.
Or not a party boon, like my regular boon?
Okay, not for this one. This is pure luck.
Got 3 and 6.
That's rude.
3 and 6.
And be nice to us.
They're back.
As the party, as you're making your way towards the camp, you would see two more additional plumes of smoke as you would hear a bit of an uproar at the camp as you're getting closer and closer. As
That's
off
mean.
behind you, in the in the forest itself, you would hear getting louder as it's approaching in your direction. The red dragon. It was a matter of time before he made his appearance again. You guys lit the camp on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys would do this. Boop. Homeboy down here would be here. This guy would come down here. Actually, no, that's too close. He'd come there. These guys would go here, here, here. This stupid. Cage is in my way. Go there, go there. Something like that. It's like these cultists. Yeah, these cultists would be right here as they're trying to like put out the fire as best as they can. And go there. Very well. Boom, 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 boom. Where would the party like to come into this area? As you can kind of pick wherever you guys want with that check. You can stay as a group, or you can spread yourselves out.
Spread hole.
Spread hole.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have no particular preference, so.
Or you could say where you're at.
Yeah.
Chipmunk is in the pocket. Good where you're at, though? It is at 10 o'clock. You are about to get into a big fight. Would you like to call it there and wait to do your big fight another day? Or do you guys wish to start your big fight?
It is up to you guys.
I'm going to vote to leave the big fight for the next one because sometimes big fights can take a while. We also have not taken a break and I'm about to shit my pants. So if we go into a fight and I'm pooping, that's not good. We all know what's happened in the past whenever I have
You do.
and we go into
You
a
guys
fight.
would hear the dragon is approaching again, so keep that in mind with timing. So call it there for the night then.
Yeah, I think we should call it there for the. Especially if a dragon gets involved, it's gonna go late.
Yes.
Then I gotta work early.
Very well.
Yeah.
We will call it there. You guys did a lot though. Holy shit.
Did we?
I think you guys did.
Guys, some serious brain.
There was some big move plays that made your lives a lot easier in this situation. I mean, the play is back in your guys' hands more now than in the cults. Before it was heavily into the cults' favor, with them chasing you guys out and looking for you. Now it's back in your favor, especially lighting the camp on fire. That's going to open some doors. Lots of doors. So, but very nice. Good shit. So, thank you for the fun stuff. +1 boon to anyone?
I think we have to bypass the boon because we have a party boon. I think.
Who's
I tried
eligible for a
using my
boon? Do we
I
know?
think it should go to Solaris. Because Walter came up with the setting the camp on fire idea and gave up his page in the book.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He
Are
just
you
decided.
eligible for a +1 boon, Solaris?
I am.
Just me and Solaris.
Very well.
Give it to the boy.
2 votes for Solaris. Hermes.
I give.
Once more, you
Solaris.
have the +1 boon in your advantage.
Just doesn't
Yes,
seem
I
right
shall
for
not.
Solaris not to have a boon, you know?
You said I'm going to hold on to it forever.
Good, hold on to it. It looks pretty nice with my inspiration. I mean, I don't blame you.
Still have.
I don't blame you holding on to inspiration, to be 100% honest. I think I held on to mine for like almost 25 sessions before I went, yeah, I'm going to use this bitch. So, I don't blame you. Very nice, very nice. +1 boon to Solaris. Next weekend, wow. Next week we don't have Brittany. Right? You're not here next week? I have it in my notes that you're not here.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing I have that in my notes.
LOL.
She doesn't even know what year it is.
She was literally about to be like, "No, I'm gonna be there." What? Why are you talking
In my
about
notes.
I'm glad you know when I'm on vacation.
Typically put in when you guys are on vacation. So we'll figure out if we're playing or holding off on that on our own times. But
Since it's the big fight, I would say probably holding off.
hold off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's
Just get it out of the way. Yeah, I think we should hold it.
I will say, in preparation of this next fight, determining how it goes, you could expect a possible level up afterwards.
Oh.
I thought you were
That's if
going
we
to
don't
say
die.
expect to need new characters.
No, I would hope not. You guys do pretty well actually against the cult. I have full faith in you guys. I think you'll do fine. So if you guys do come up on top of this, expect a level up coming your way then. This is a big fight.
Thanks,
Level
Father.
up or double up?
But I appreciate you guys playing tonight, coming out and having some fun. Thanks to everyone that came out, said hi, and hung out with us tonight. We will be back not next week, but the week after that, I believe. But until then, goodbye.
Bye.